Welcome back
to
the
Until Next Week podcast. There we go. Yes. Just want to say a human head snapping forward in a high-speed car crash can experience a deceleration of over 150 G-force. You know what? I said that because it's episode 150 of the Until Next Week podcast. Wasn't that relevant?
I mean, G-force reminds me of the movie with the hamsters.
Yeah. There's 150 hamsters thrown at you if you get in a car wreck.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why you don't want to do it, because it's dangerous. What? Yeah.
Don't let the hamsters be thrown at you.
Especially if you're allergic. Because that could cause a load of other issues. Like it might lead to, I don't know,
irritable bowel syndrome.
Oh, we are on the same track, yes. We'll get to that later on in the episode. But yes, it's episode 150. We got a good one coming at you today. And tune in because you're already here.
I'm going to win at this chess game. Welcome back to the podcast.
Yes, it is episode 150 of the Until Next Week podcast, and Dane is already playing footsie with me. So
you're playing footsie with me.
How am I playing footsie with you? If my foot is stationary and you keep twinkling your toes in between my toes.
You call me twinkle toes?
That's what I just said. Because I don't know why. Do you do this with your coworkers as well?
No, I'm not allowed to.
I feel like you shouldn't. Yeah. I wonder why. Do you have shoes on right now?
Yeah, I got shoes on.
Yeah,
I'm not an animal.
Yeah, but you're still playing twinkle toes with me. That was unnecessary. And you know what's also unnecessary? People not putting up their Christmas decorations already because we are midway through the Christmas season.
No, we're not.
As I stated last week.
This is stupid. It calls it a draw when I'm about to win.
Stop playing chess.
Don't worry, I had to finish that game. All right, here we go.
You said you're ready. There, pop the Mountain Dew, take a sip, and then you're ready? Is that how it works nowadays? Or how it always works?
That's how it always works.
Man.
You should know that I need a Dewski before I can...
A Drewski?
A Dewski.
Should we get Drewski on the pod?
Who's Drewski?
He's that comedian guy who does a lot of questionable things.
That could be anybody.
You've probably seen him.
That's probably most comedians.
Do a Google search on Drewski.
You just told me to get off my phone.
You can use your computer.
I'm using the internet.
Right ahead of you.
Shout out to the internet, developed in 1941. Was it 41?
Yep. It was Pearl Harbor Day.
What? On December 7th?
Yeah, that's when they...
December 7th, 1941.
The reason they bombed Pearl Harbors was not because of whatever reason.
October 29th.
1941.
1969.
No, that's when we went to the moon.
As it says, it claims that. But
wait, so the internet happened before... When do we go to the moon? Check the moon really quick.
Well, allegedly.
When do we go to the moon?
When did America go to...
Did we go to the moon before we had internet?
It says America landed on the moon allegedly in July 20th, 1969.
It says allegedly?
Yeah.
Does it actually?
AI said allegedly.
AI is the worst.
It doesn't say allegedly.
Yeah, it doesn't say. So we went to the moon and they were like, hey guys, what if we invented the internet now?
We need the internet.
Yeah.
What was I looking up?
Huh? Drewski. See if you recognize him.
Dang it. How do you spell this?
Druski.
Drewski.
He's an interesting fellow.
I've seen him before.
Yeah, I figured you probably had.
Oh, I definitely spelled it differently. Drewski, born September 12, 1994, professionally known as Drewski.
Drewski, professionally known as Drewski?
Well, his name is Drew...
Ski.
Desportes.
Desportes?
Yeah.
ESPN Desportes?
American comedian, actor, and influencer. He's known for his sketch comedy and could have been records.
Could have been Rectors.
No, Ben Rector.
He's Drewski is... Huh?
What?
Do you want to say that again so we can burn you at the stake?
Somebody back there said Ben Rector's trash.
The only person behind you is Adam Wainwright in his bobblehead form, 4 foot.
I looked at him.
Yeah, you guys are the same height. Anyways, helped put up our Christmas tree this week. Yeah, my dad...
Sorry to hear that.
...was like, hey, do you want to help put up this 9-foot tree? And I'm like, you know what? I think we should have done this weeks ago, but yes, I'll help you with that. And we got it up very quickly. What's nice about the tree that we put up is you don't have to like string the lights. Lights are already on there. But you know how sometimes you put together trees and you still have to like hook them together?
Hook them horns, yeah.
Well, no, with like the lights.
Yeah, you got to
plug
plug them in together too.
Yeah, you don't have to do it with this. It all goes through the middle rod. So when you plug in the middle rod into the next part of the tree, just everything lights up.
That makes sense.
So you only have to put like... It's basically like 4 pieces, and everything's on and ready to go.
Remember in The Grinch when they were shooting the lights?
Yeah.
That's how everybody should put their lights up.
Should we invent that?
Hello, Martha May. Yes, we should invent that.
Okay.
Invent that.
Do you want to invent it, or do you want me to invent it?
I
think it's a good idea. Can we
I want
test it on Jake's house?
Yes.
I
Jake
think
would love it.
He would like that a lot.
Yeah.
Because what could go wrong?
Jake's watching The Dark Knight without me tonight.
I don't understand why.
Judgmental Jake is doing it again.
Before the podcast. He's like, what you doing? And we're like, we're about to do the podcast. Like, why aren't you here? You could be on the podcast with us.
Judgmental Jake on the pod.
How would he do on the pod?
I think he would just try to flame me the entire time.
Yeah. It would be interesting.
Walk a flock of flame.
Yeah. Well, anyway, helped with the Christmas tree because, again, we're in the middle of Christmas season.
No, Christmas is December 20th through December 26th.
The only other argument, because this is the ADHD podcast, the only other argument I would have against putting up Christmas decorations this early is you have to wait until Christmas music starts on the radio. I could see your argument there.
No.
Which I believe here in Springfield, Missouri and surrounding communities, it starts on the radio, I think tomorrow from when we're recording.
No.
Which means when you're listening to this podcast, Christmas music is going wild on the radio in Springfield, Missouri.
You know what I think?
That you don't like the radio?
That
you don't know how to use a radio?
First off, yes.
Yes,
Second
you don't know how
off,
to use a radio.
Radios are dumb and are for anarchical communists.
Don't you listen to the radio in your car?
No, I listen to Spotify.
Okay.
I listen through a stereo.
Okay, what other thoughts did you have?
But
regarding
also, it's not
this?
even Veterans Day because you guys don't want the veterans to be celebrated. You want the consumerism Christmas season to be
Consumerism. It sounds like,
celebrated.
however you said consumerism, it sounds like you pronounced it with a K.
Consumerism.
Yes. So once Veterans Day goes by, then we can celebrate Christmas? Or you're saying right now we can't even celebrate like Thanksgiving?
We're not even celebrating Kwanzaa yet.
Dang, you're right. I got
Hanukkah. Hanukkah.
Who are we gonna haul at? Hanukkah? Hanukkah?
That's her
really?
her last
You're
name-
reaching out to her?
Her last name's Ka.
Shout out.
First name Hana.
Yeah. So besides all the Christmas ongoings that are happening, I don't know if that was right. I also went to the gym very late this week.
Define
And
that.
I think I got there around 11
That's way too late.
p.m.
Go to bed.
And you see some interesting people. Like anybody going to the gym that late, you just have a lot of questions. Like, why are you here?
They probably think the same thing about you.
I know, but I saw a wide variety. So I saw, it looked like two different sets of high schoolers.
Oh, boy.
They look like high schoolers. So I was
Rival
like,
high schoolers.
probably not. Two were like these, I don't know if I want to even call them like guys, but like two guys come in. I don't know. Whenever they're high schoolers, it feels weird to call them guys.
Students.
Yeah, students. Yeah, they're students of the
two
gym.
Student boys.
And they obviously just wanted to get a quick lift in because it looked like both of them probably had not hit a gym a lot, but I respect that they were at the gym.
Skinny
because,
boys.
Well, one was.
Frail body boys.
One was kind of frail. One was a little bigger.
Oh.
But I think
get
it was very cool that they're at the gym that late. But I'm like, yeah, get that lift in. Keep going. Like, make yourself better. Keep doing that.
Frail body boys.
And then it looked like it was like the stereotypical like two high school girls who decided to go to the gym. I don't even know if they really worked out. I think they just kind of did it as a social gathering at 11 p.m.
That's usually what girls do anyway.
Then there was a couple who were lifting together. And whenever that happens, the gym's a weird place, let me tell you, whenever you're trying to work out, because sometimes you want to like stare straight ahead, but then they're working out ahead of you. And then you're like, now I feel like I'm a creep if I'm looking at them. So then you're trying to look like anywhere that's not ahead of you. And I'm like, I promise I'm not looking at either of you.
So you're watching high schoolers work out.
No. This was the couple. This was the couple. And I'm like, I'm just sitting in this one spot trying to get my pecs big, and I'm looking at the mirror, but you're right there, and now I feel awkward. So I try to, like, in between sets, I'm looking at the ground, looking at my phone, looking at anything that's not the people, because I don't want them getting any thoughts. I'm like, I'm not looking at you.
Yeah,
so
I would just look at my phone.
Don't think I'm looking at you.
All right.
And then besides those three sets of individuals, then it's just like the random, like, solo people like myself working
randos.
out. Yeah. And it's like, these people are just there just trying to get a grind.
Does Lauren ever go to the gym with you?
She's not a big weightlifting person, but she has been in a running mood this week.
Oh.
So that's cool.
Big ups to her.
Yeah.
She should go and lift some weights too.
I think she is considering it. She just doesn't like the stereotypical gyms, which I can understand.
Yeah,
it's like stereotypical gym culture, and like lifting weights is a lot, especially if you don't have like someone to go with.
Yeah.
Or if you don't know what to do or whatever else. So she's more of a, creative kind of workout. Like I don't know if you know like those bar workouts. If you've heard of those.
Like, is that the one where you go to the park and work out at the park?
No, that's not it. I don't really completely understand what it is, but I think it's bigger in the female community because I think a lot of times it's like in big groups, and I don't really know what it entails.
What do you mean bar? What does that mean?
Bar workout, Springfield, Missouri.
Is that like a bar crawl?
No, it's it's BARRE.
Barry?
Let's see.
Barry?
What? I'm looking.
Barry?
Explain a bar workout. Let's see. It says, once it's done loading, here we go. Bar workout is a low-impact, high-intensity fitness class that blends elements of ballet, Pilates, and yoga.
So you just float around for 90 minutes.
I don't know if this is the same bar that she does, though, but this one says the name comes from the stationary handrail, the ballet bar that you use for balance and support throughout the class. Don't worry, no dance experience is required. The focus is on building strength, not on choreography.
True.
That might be what she does.
That's a little
I'm
better.
Still a little confused on the whole thing, but it's good for building strength and
Somebody
not just
told
like
me-
running.
I told somebody at work that they should, or that everybody should work out for the longevity of their health so they can lift their grandkids over their heads. When
Like
they're-
that old commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
And-
the one.
And they told me that that I can't say that to women.
Who did you say this to originally?
I said this to my boss, and then also
Jonathan?
you can't say his name.
No, I didn't say his name.
But yes, said that to my boss, and then I said it to another guy, and then said it to a girl, and I was like, for the longevity of your health, everybody should be lifting. I was like, because it'll strengthen your muscles, and weightlifting with your muscles now, like, is the biggest indicator for being able to have mobility and strength when you're older.
And nothing about that is wrong.
I know, that's what I'm saying. And one guy who was not my boss said, Danny, if you ever say that about my fiance, I'm going to punch you in the face. And I was
Sorry
like,
that you should have responded like, sorry that I care more about her than you do.
low key.
Like if you don't work out in any capacity, like you're not going to be healthy in the long run.
That's just how it works. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah. They're like, well, yeah, you shouldn't drink soda and stuff too. And I was like, yeah,
Why can't
it's
they-
holistic.
Yeah, why can't you do more than one thing that's good for you?
I know. I'm like, I don't know. I was like, dude, guys,
There's a difference between saying everybody should work out and straight up be like, yo, you're a chunk. Like,
Well-
don't say that to people. That's mean.
Yeah. I then said, guys, I'm not wrong. Actually, you guys are wrong. You just don't like what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like there's legitimately nothing wrong with being like, people should work out.
Yeah.
You're not saying like going up to only one person like, hey, you right there.
Yeah.
You need to work out. No one, I don't care about anybody else, but you should work out. That's
Yeah.
bad. But saying in general, like
Yeah.
everyone should work out.
Yeah.
Is what the doctor tells you if you go to yearly doctor's appointments.
I know.
They're like, hey,
I think I
you
said that
should
too.
work out and eat healthy and probably cut down on sodium and alcohol. That's what they
Yeah.
say. And don't smoke.
I think I said that too. Not like that verbatim. I think I said, well, I guess modern medicine's wrong. You got it. You guys have figured it out.
Yeah.
It's-
That's, I don't.
I was like super annoyed by it because I was like, I'm not wrong. You guys are just angry about it.
I don't get why. Like, it's completely different. Like, what I've already said this, and I should probably stop saying it. Like, if you're saying this in general, like, yeah, everybody should work out. It's good for your health. That's
Yeah.
fine. But
Yeah.
I gotta understand,
I'm not-
again, if you're
so-
targeting
yeah.
like one person, like, hey, you really need to work out. Like
Yeah.
that, like that's different than saying like, I think everybody should work out. It's good for you.
I think it started because I told this one girl, I was like, yeah, you should lift.
Yeah.
I didn't say you should work out to burn fat.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
That's wild.
I was like, I don't know. I'm right.
Yeah. You definitely are, which is why you're on the podcast. So you can say that.
Promotions.
Yeah. But yeah, working out is good for you, both physically and mentally, and so many other things.
You know what else is
Do
good
it.
for you physically and mentally?
Not-
Watching Stranger Things with Lauren.
Yeah. Have you seen Stranger Things?
No.
Are you ever going to watch it?
So the only scenario I could see myself watching is if my lady friend really wanted me to watch it with her.
Because I was going to say this is a good time to get into it because the finale, season 5,
Yeah.
officially ends. The last episodes are dropped, I think, on New Year's Eve.
Oh.
They're kind of split it up. I think they're releasing some on like Thanksgiving and then like a couple on Christmas and then like the final ones like on New Year's Eve.
The last episode's for like forever?
Forever. Because
good.
this is season 5 and it's been like a 3-year gap between season 4 and season 5.
That's
like it
crazy.
has been going on since 2016 was the first year.
Wild year.
And then 2025 is the last year, just under 10 years to make 5 seasons. Originally, it was like 2016, 2017. I want to say it was like 2019, and then 2022, and then 2025. I think there was 2 like 3-year gaps in there.
2022, wild year.
Yeah. Lots of wild years.
They were all wild, really.
Every year is wild, you know?
If you will.
If you're living it, it's wild. So shout out. But yeah, we've been rewatching Stranger Things to kind of get like back in the mindset of what's happening.
Reacclimated
and
it.
that way it's like, it's getting kind of exciting seeing
I do that
all
with
this
TV
happen
shows
again.
too.
Yeah, and
I'll
then
rewatch the whole thing to catch myself up to then watch the new season.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been doing something similar because I believe they're like, hey, if you start watching this episode on this date and watch 1 episode a day, then you'll make it to the release of these episodes, and then that way you can kind of go into the rest of the episodes very cleanly.
1 episode a day to keep a doctor away.
Yes, that's what you do. Except whenever they release 2 or 3 or 4 at once, you probably should watch them all immediately because
Those cheaters.
Then you might see spoilers, and you don't want to see spoilers. Spoilers
like
are bad.
The ceiling that had the portal in it.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
Yeah.
That could be bad.
That was weird.
Yeah, so that's the only other thing I've really been doing is catching up on all those Stranger Things episodes currently in season 2. Got to make it through another couple seasons before season 5 is dropped.
Yeah, it's going to be quite the time.
Yeah.
And then season 5, they all die.
Don't run it for me.
I don't know.
You wrote it, didn't you?
Yeah. They said, Dane, you clearly
are a big fan of Stranger Things.
You clearly have an evildoer mentality with something in magnitude. As what's his face would say, Vector.
Vecna.
Vector.
Victor Wemiana.
Victor, who's your mama?
Victor, who's your mama? That's the one who's
First
evil.
thing I want to say for this week is Happy Veterans Day.
You already said it.
Happy Veterans Day, everybody.
Shout out.
Everybody's skipping straight to Christmas, even though Jesus wasn't even born around Christmas. Everybody just wants to put up decorations and look at it. And then they want to take them down and do the same thing again next year. And so there I was, sharing with the kids. Where is it at here?
It's in your notes.
Oh, wait, no, I can't say that part yet. That comes up to the grinding my gears.
Okay.
But I'm going to a Brandon Lake concert tomorrow. Brandon Lake, Christian artist.
Veterans Day aficionado.
Is he?
Probably.
Maybe. So I haven't been to any of his concerts. I've never been to a Christian concert before.
You've only, Thomas Rhett's Christian.
Yeah, somewhat.
Luke Bryan might be.
Well,
I don't know.
Now when he says, or when he writes
Shake It For Me?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Dig it. Because you've only been to those 2 concerts, right?
I've been to Thomas Rhett. I've been to
Luke
which
Bryan.
you sold me, Luke Bryan, and then
Which I was there with you at
You
sort
were.
of at a distant location.
Right, and then I went to John Party. John Party was my first concert.
Okay.
And so, big country music fan, as if you couldn't tell. But I got invited to go to Brandon Lake tomorrow. One of my friends at work bought 3 tickets, and he said, "I want you to go." And I was like, "How much is it?" And he goes, "Nah, I got you."
Oh, nice.
I was like, "Sweet."
Is it in Kansas City, St. Louis?
Tulsa.
That was my third guess.
I hate Oklahoma.
The worst.
It's one of
You
the worst
hate
states
Tulsa.
in the union.
That's where Tulsa's where you got like stuck for work that one time.
On my birthday.
That stinks.
Yeah, I had to go to Tulsa at my old work headquarters on my birthday, and then nobody wished me happy birthday. I had to eat frozen tacos.
Yep. And
for
go
lunch.
back to the episode from March 2023.
Long time ago.
Probably. Or 2024 if you
Long
want to hear
time
about
ago.
that again. Probably 2023 because old work.
Yeah, old work. So, yeah, that was very sad. And then Oklahoma, they have tolls, and they still have the worst roads ever.
Yeah.
And also, there's nothing to look at. It's just flat land and pain and struggle. That's what's there.
On the bright side.
Same with Kansas.
Because you're going with friends. I'm assuming you're all riding together.
Me, Pretty Ricky, and a guy named Josh.
As long as you're not driving, no tolls for you.
That's true.
Unless you want to be nice and give him a few dollars. But it's at the same time, he's probably going to be like, I don't care because I got you these tickets.
I think,
Is it the same Josh you did Collusion with?
yes, that Josh. Collusion Josh.
Damn it, Josh.
He bought me tickets. He did not instruct me to give me his players at that moment.
Oh, sure. That's
And
how.
then I said-
Hey, I'll collude, give you all these players, and then just out of the blue, I'll get you tickets. No big deal. That is so much collusion. He bought you Brandon Lake Christian concert tickets for you to collude and run the entire fantasy football league.
He asked me.
Alley Hoopy, do you hear what's happening?
He asked me in like August to go to this concert.
Sure. He had it planned out way in advance, like, hey, I know Dane's going to do some Collusion later on.
I'm going to spend absurd money on these tickets. We're on the floor seats, like 30 rows back.
I have so many questions I don't even want to get into on the pod. That's wild.
There's like very little planning to this.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I've never gone. He's like, yeah, we'll be 30 rows up. Just give me all of your players in this league that doesn't matter.
It does matter.
He probably spent like $300 on
league.
tickets, and he's like, I will spend these $300 so I can win the Until Next Week league.
Dang it. The worst. The worst. So you'll tell us more about it next week and how you get to meet Brandon Lake, because you'll be like, that's me mean.
Brandon, I have cancer.
I was going to say the Make-A-Wish kid.
Dang it, not again.
Oh.
No, I said, I told somebody else that they were going to be seeing me in Tulsa County Jail because I'll be tackling Brandon Lake.
You should. And cut off his hair. Take away all his strength,
Take
like
his dreads.
Samson. Yes. You'll be the Delilah.
He's going to sing When a Cowboy Prays,
Shout out.
which I listened to that song, super catchy, pretty country. And I'm like, I'm not sure this is accurate.
What are the chances? I think there's decent chances.
Yeah,
Well,
50%.
no, he wouldn't be there. He lives, I think, in
65%.
Nashville. I was going to say, what if Ben Rector showed up? But he does not live in Tulsa. I believe he lives in like Franklin, Nashville area.
You think he'll
even
let
though
me
his
stay at his
hometown's
house?
Tulsa?
You think he'll let me stay at his house?
Ben?
Yeah.
Well, his house would be in Nashville, I believe. But maybe you can stay with his parents in Tulsa. I can try to reach out. I did tell them that their son did a great job at one of those concerts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I need to stay there because I want to run the Nashville Marathon.
You're going to Tulsa.
I know.
So you're saying, like, just out of the blue, you'll just try to reach out to Ben Rector and be like, hey, whenever I go to Nashville, can
you put me up somewhere?
Yeah. I feel like you probably know people that live in Nashville.
I do have one friend, but she's a girl, so I don't want to stay with her.
Yeah. I think I know people, but I don't know.
And then Brendan lives in Knoxville, so
Knoxville's kind of far, isn't it?
it's like the other side of Tennessee.
You're the only 10 I see. Yeah, I don't know if I have any close friends that you would kind of know that live there.
Yeah.
We can figure it out.
Not having a place to stay in Nashville whenever I run this marathon really grinds my gears.
Grinds your gears. Just before I get into what grinds my gears, when is the marathon again?
That one will be April 25th.
Was there like a qualifier for it or anything?
I don't think so.
And do you actually think you'll do it?
So there's a Nashville one and an Oklahoma City one. The Oklahoma City one is 4 hours from here, but it's on a Sunday.
Closer.
It
When's
is
the
closer.
Nashville one?
Nashville one is on a Saturday.
So you want to...
I want to drive further if I have a place to stay to also do it on a Saturday instead of a Sunday. So I wouldn't have to take a Sunday off. It's 6.5 hours to Nashville from here.
So you would run the marathon and then drive back 6.5 hours?
Yes, sir.
That sounds horrible. That sounds like such a bad idea.
I would be so tired.
Don't they have like a Kansas City marathon or a St. Louis marathon? Or
They have a Kansas City half marathon. I know that.
I feel like if they do a half marathon, they would probably do a full marathon as well.
Maybe. I know some people who did the half. I can ask them if they did
I bet
a full.
you there's a full. I think that could make more sense.
But I want to do a spring marathon.
Which Kansas City marathon might be in the spring.
But Kansas City has the Chiefs. I don't want to go up there.
Yeah, which is why you're trying to run and get out there as soon as you can.
I want to defeat them.
Kansas City Marathon, 2026.
I need it now.
2026 Kansas City Marathon.
Canceled.
No, it looks like it's on... It says 2026 registration opening soon, but I don't know if they have a date picked out for it yet.
I hope it's early.
Oh, no. Oh, no, the one already happened. They did one in October.
Yeah. I
and
think that's when it is.
That's the one that like just happened, yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll have another one next year.
So I would run like back-to-back marathons here. Because I'll run the Bass Pro.
Well,
again.
what you could have done also is, I think this next weekend is when my sister, Rebecca, is also doing runs, because they do, again, last week was like a marathon, half marathon, and then this next one's like the 25K at Dogwood Canyon.
Yeah, that one's crazy.
Yeah, she's about to do that. I think it's back-to-back days. I think she does one of the races on like Saturday, and there's another race on Sunday.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think one might be like a 15K, the other's like a 25K or something.
Man.
Through like trails and like crazy stuff.
I've been to Dogwood Canyon once. It's really pretty. Rode a horse there.
Shout out.
Nice.
So yeah, what grinds my gears is not just because it's kind of intuitive that Legos are made in China.
They are Chinese.
But then the extra Chinese Legos, we're talking the off-brand Legos.
I love off-brand.
Grind my gears. And that's because my good friend Jordan gave Lauren a off-brand Lego set, I think maybe this past Christmas, somewhere in there. And it was like a Big Ben in the UK.
Whoa.
But these Legos, first of all, so small.
So it was a picture of Ben Roethlisberger in the UK.
Yep. They're big fans of him in the UK.
All right.
And these Legos, first of all, very, very small. But then second, I don't know if you've ever done like a Lego kit. Have you? Typically,
I played outside.
Normal Legos. Well, I mean, you can do Legos outside, I guess.
True.
Typically, they have very detailed instructions. You like open one bag and then you put all these pieces together. Then you open bag number 2 and you put these together.
Like putting furniture together.
Yeah, it's very clear. This other one, free for all. You don't know what bags are important, which ones aren't important.
Figure it out.
The first step, legitimately, we all worked on it like last night. We didn't even finish the first like real step. It was like place down 225 pieces. Like legitimately, it was like the first step. And then we had to find all these different pieces in different bags, and we accidentally placed some incorrectly. So then you have to, again, take the Legos off the board.
Unreal.
These Legos, we had to pull out like a kitchen knife to get them unstuck because they're that, like once they're in, they're there.
They're there.
Like you can't do anything else. So we had to get out this, basically like a kitchen knife tool to get these pieces off. That was annoying. We never finished the first step because, again, it was like 150 to 200 pieces all down at once, all of them very small.
This is a great test of your communication skills.
Yeah, I don't want to say controlling, but I'm controlling.
You like to take over.
In this scenario, because all of us were building it, and sometimes I'm like, hey, I got to take this board from both of you and make sure I place this piece in the correct spot. Didn't happen a lot, but it happened a few times.
You're like the Guardians of the Galaxy meme when Chris Pratt's like, listen, your plan is great, except for the fact that it sucks. So maybe if I do the planning, then maybe it'll go better next time.
That's kind of how I felt. So we'll eventually get it done. May take a few more years. Who knows?
Decades.
But yeah, the off-brand extra Chinese Legos are cool, but they just are not organized, and they're difficult to put together.
Yeah.
And they're a pain to take apart.
So if you were to give like one public service announcement to the audience towards like bum Chinese Legos, what would you say to the buyer at home?
Do not buy the extra Chinese Legos. Buy the normal Chinese Legos.
Yes, go to China.
Yeah, go. Well, you can go to Target too.
Okay.
And buy the normal Legos
from real China, not fake China.
Yeah, don't go to fake China. Go to the real China Target.
Real China.
And that's where you can get the real Legos that are easier to put together. Yes, it will cost an arm and a leg and probably some other body parts to purchase those Legos because plastic, it's going up each
in the
day.
ocean. Yes,
that too. Microplastics are important
for your bloodstream.
But if you bought the other extra Chinese off-brand Legos, then there's more microplastics year-round because the pieces are so small.
That's true. You can swallow more at a time.
Yeah, I only got a few down. I hope for more next time, but. That's basically it. That's what grinds my gears this week. What's grinding your gears?
Well,
Dane?
what grinds my gears is
have you recovered?
Well, I'm not getting that part yet.
Okay, sorry.
Is people not showing up to their job? So
you skipped again?
I didn't skip.
Okay.
I never skip. I get in trouble for not taking time off. But
true.
That's true. Yeah, because I have right now I have 160 hours of vacation for the rest of the year.
We broke it down last week.
Yeah, I have 4 weeks. I could take off all of December.
Does it roll over?
No, some of it does.
I think you should try to use whatever you can.
I took off the week in between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, you should try to use up all of it.
No,
for whatever doesn't roll over, you should use it.
Hey, whoever wrote into the podcast, they agree with me.
I don't think so.
They agree with me.
Okay.
I know you're out there nodding your head.
So what else?
Driving maliciously.
So people aren't showing up to your job?
So my other job.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Where I volunteer at the school, right? Not volunteer. I work for a school. I do get paid, yes.
It sounds better, though. Yeah, I volunteer my time multiple times a week at super early hours.
Oh, man, yeah.
And all they do is pay me.
Yeah, all they do is pay me. But no, I was actually there right before this, and I was having fun with the kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I told the kids, I was like, this isn't like This isn't extra care, guys. This is babysitting. You know why it's babysitting? Because we're not doing anything. I'm just watching you guys, make sure you guys don't die.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know why we do this. But this morning, every Friday for a while now, I've been going in, and there's supposed to be this one guy who comes there and shows up and is with me, but he hasn't shown up 3 weeks in a row on the Fridays.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Just skipping?
Yeah, I guess. And so then I don't know how to do the check-in process on the computer really, so I kind of do it, and then it's like type in the kid's first and last name. I'm like, oh man, I
got to spell?
I definitely don't know their last name, and I don't know most of their first names either because there's like 35 kids in this class. So I know probably 12 of them.
Okay.
And so I'm like, okay, what's your last name, kids? And I just search it real quick and then put it in there. And so, but I can't watch them while I'm doing this because I also have to unlock the door every time this happens too.
Yeah.
Every time they show up to ring the doorbell. So I'm doing that, and the kids are just hopefully taking care of themselves.
Yeah.
So that's grinding the gears, if you will. The other thing that grinds my gears is something that happened this week in the youth ministry. So there I was, being a youth minister, as I do, and we're getting ready to have, we're not going to have a Friendsgiving this year because we had to like consolidate some time and make sure we were teaching them what we're teaching them this semester. And so we're not doing a Friendsgiving. We are doing a Christmas party.
Shout out.
And the Christmas party is going to be epic. There's going to be Santa Claus.
Yeah, because you're having Santa Claus?
Clauses
Come
Yes.
to a Christmas party at church?
Yes.
Remember the reason for the season for once. What are you doing?
It's going to be great because the my co-dude who runs the high school part of it, he's going to give a talk 10 minutes about the reason for the season and then be like, guys, that's why I'm telling you, Santa's not real. And that's the code word whenever I go. I throw up or I open the doors and I go, we got 2 Santas here and they're told us they want to eat as many cookies as they can right now. And then we make them have a cookie eating contest with no hands.
What age?
Middle school and high school. I am a little fearful of the 6th graders.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Meh, I'm not going to be the one that says it. So I'm like, yeah. And you rated by my boss. I mean, he's going to say it. So my boss is like, he's less risk adverse than I am. He's like, yeah, you'll be all right. I'm like, okay.
If that's the reason people leave the church, that could be an issue.
That's true. If they leave the church, then they shouldn't have been going here anyways. Because their faith is in Santa Claus and how their kids believe in Santa Claus and how they...
but maybe that means they need the church more.
That's true. They need the church so then they don't believe in Santa.
Yeah. Well, you can still believe.
I mean, I don't have
as long as you don't make him your savior.
I don't have any beef necessarily.
You don't got beef with Santa?
I don't have beef with the idea of Santa necessarily. But you're telling me that we tell kids that they need to behave so then this guy who doesn't exist actually...
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
It's a terrible concept when you start saying it out loud.
This grinds my gears.
But
yeah,
moral of the story is,
yes.
So I'm doing like a preview, like, hey, guys, announcements, what's happening, blah, blah, Christmas party. And let me tell you something about Christmas, guys. I love Christmas. Christmas is pretty fun. But there's one thing I hate about Christmas specifically.
The Dementors.
Yes, but also the music. And I was
Why do you not like Christmas music?
I hate it because it's the same bangers year after year after year.
That's what worship music is too. It's the same bangers.
They write
year
new worship music now.
No, they do the same ones
If
over and
I
over and
see
over and over.
Mariah
and over.
Carey unthaw one more time, it's unreal.
She's back.
She's
I'm
older
not gonna
than
try.
me.
I'm not going to try. It's
Where
great
is it?
though. We
All-
watched the video last week.
How old is it?
We watched it last week.
It came out in 1991.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
what
it
are
didn't.
you trying to get at right now?
It's older than I am, so it's been overplayed and drawn out, and I don't want to hear it anymore. And
It's called nostalgia.
Yeah.
And bringing back good memories.
Yeah,
with
nostalgia's
family
for
and
Top
friends.
Gun, not for All I Want for Christmas Is You.
You're the worst. You're actually the worst.
But then, so I told the kids, we're not going to have any lame music like that. We're going to have Christmas trap music. And so...
That sounds a lot like Joe Hendricks.
Exactly.
Because
So-
he had. I can send you the Christmas trap playlist.
Ooh, you should.
Yeah, I have multiple.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Appropriate, right?
It's Christmas trap music that Joe played at our K-Life skating party, like the first or second year of K-Life.
No gunshots in it?
And gunshots aren't bad.
Not inherently.
Yeah.
Inherently. Inherently.
Yeah.
Not inherently. However, so I said, we're going to have Christmas trap music like this.
I'm not playing any. Are you just saying no music?
Exactly. That's what they heard too. And so I told our or the person that I was working with, I was like, hey, so you gonna cue up the music? It'll be great. Yeah, I got it. And I was like, okay, what you need to do is pair it to the speakers up top. It'll be auditorium. It'll be great. Yep, got it. Okay, cool. And I was like this.
Yeah.
And that's what they heard. They heard nothing.
Still nothing.
And I'm just standing on stage and the kids are rioting and I'm just like, play the music. And then they had to unmute things. And so I was like, okay. And so that was a big flop and it didn't work. And the kids probably won't show up to the Christmas party because they hate me. But what I'm telling you really is that it's...
Yo, it's that time of day, so listen up, because it's time for some sports talk. The segment where we boldly analyze things
we barely watched.
Did we do research? Factually, no.
Emotionally,
yes. We're talking Big Daddy hacks, devastating sacks,
and fourth quarter comebacks.
But most importantly,
no soccer.
Welcome back to Sports Talk again. This week, the Blue Jays blew it.
Yeah,
that was the ugliest end to a World Series after it being such a great World Series that I can remember in quite some time.
Well, you say ugliest just because your team didn't win.
I mean, I think you can agree that the ending of it was pretty ugly. Like there's so many mistakes at the end where it just cost them. Okay, well, first of all, the stupid thing where it was the ground rule double, which was annoying. How that happened. It was so unfortunate that it was like a 1 in probably 1,000.
That happened in game like 5 though.
Game 6. No, that was game 7.
It wasn't game 7. I watched all of game 7.
I think that was game 7.
I watched game 7.
What game did the ball get stuck? Let's look. Okay, game 6 was when that happened. But they would have won it in game 6 and won the World Series. But then fast forward to game 7, the Blue Jays had a lead. And then it was like the 7th or 8th inning. They're like, oh, give up a home run. So now they have a 1-run lead. And then in the 9th inning, they give up another home run
to a guy who didn't hit a home run. Or not even a good hitter.
Yeah, not even good home run hitter. I think they had 2 strikes on him potentially also. Then this guy gives up a home run. So then it's a tie game.
Like Rajay Davis in 2016.
Yeah.
Shout to him.
Except this time, the team who gave up the home run didn't come back to win.
That's true.
But then it happened again. They went to extra innings. They had a good chance to win. They had bases loaded, and they brought in a pinch runner who's really fast. He's on third base, a ball hit in the infield, and he has no secondary lead.
Did you see that video too?
Everything. It was so bad. He had no secondary lead. He could have ran through home. He didn't have to slide. Because,
he didn't have to.
Like, he could have easily ran, or he could have dove head first.
Yeah.
There was multiple things he could have done to score. He could have
slid differently.
He was legitimately less than half a second off of winning the World Series. Maybe like 0.25 seconds.
It was very close.
So if he would have either...
Which is what made it beautiful.
Yes, but not for the Blue Jays.
Not for the Blue Jays. The play itself was really good.
Yeah. But and also the guy, the Dodgers infielder, he stumbled. He shouldn't even been able to make a play.
Almost threw it away.
I know. And the Blue Jays should have won there, and just horrible base running.
Vladdy was playing a mean first base too.
Yeah, he was
playing great.
It was so annoying.
Hitting dingers.
But then basically they kept going to extra innings. I think it was like an 11th inning, give or take, 10th, 11th, 12th, somewhere in there. And then Will Smith, I believe.
The catcher,
Was it Will Smith? Was he the one who hit the go-ahead homer?
Yep.
And then they ultimately lost in the bottom of the 10th or 11th inning. Dodgers won, first team to win back-to-back World Series since the Yankees did in 98, 99, and 2000.
Yep.
It stinks. It stinks when you cheer for Canada and then Canada lets you down again.
Canada would do that.
Yeah, I know. Like, what are you doing, Canada? Like, we
tried to give you a free pass.
For once, we're like, hey, let's go Canada. And then you just, you mess up.
You poop the bed.
You pooped the bed. Speaking of that, we'll get to that later in the episode. But yeah, just very disappointing for the Blue Jays fans and for everybody who hates the Dodgers, which is most of the U.S.
Do you think Jack's ever pooped the bed?
I think he does normally.
I think it's a guarantee.
Yeah. Because baseball's over, baseball award season is coming around, and while the Cardinals did have a very disappointing season,
true,
Masyn Winn, all-star level, hopefully in the future, shortstop, he won a gold glove, which is cool,
which is great for outstanding defensive play at shortstop.
And then, kind of surprisingly, Alec Burleson, another Cardinals player,
that came out of nowhere.
he got a silver slugger.
Yeah,
but it's because they do it for the utility position as well. which
utility guys usually
aren't great
silver
hitting.
sluggers.
Yeah. So that's why he was able to get one. So I'm like, shout out. You raised your trade value if the Cardinals decide to get rid of you.
Yeah.
So that was cool that they at least got a couple awards. Maybe it means there's hope in the future still. And then besides the baseball talk, still in the Guillotine Fantasy Football League, still trying to survive week after week. At this point, there are 9 teams left in the league. When you're listening, there'll only be 8 teams left. Actually, if you listen Monday morning, we don't know yet.
It could be less.
Because Monday Night Football will make a difference.
Bum, 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 bum. Eagles, Packers.
Yeah, shout out to that.
Big game.
But speaking of that, fortunately...
Packers suck.
No, they play to their competition. If they play a good team, they play amazing.
Stinky
But if you
Packers.
play the worst teams in the NFL, they're like, I don't feel like playing hard. Like, let's just kind of do whatever.
Jordan Love sucks. Dak could never.
Or it's the coach who's just like, hey, let's
Matt
just keep
LaFleur.
running the ball like all the time. Let's not throw it to all of our wide
I'll trade
receivers
you.
who are great. It's so annoying.
I'll trade you our coach for your coach.
Just LaFleur. And then I guess they were like running out of time, like the 2-minute drills. He like always does horribly wrong.
Yeah.
And again, they
need
made
an
it to
alpha
the end.
receiver. They need a real number one.
I think they have real number ones. They
No.
just don't treat them like it.
They have low number twos.
I don't think that's true.
They're all twos.
They had a first round wide receiver.
Oh yeah,
He could be
Golden.
one. Yeah, they don't throw
Golden
it to him.
Sucks.
They don't
yeah.
throw it to him.
That's true.
Like, it's so annoying.
They need to consolidate some assets.
Yeah, hopefully they figure that out. But yeah, they play the
And then
Panthers.
Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, then Tucker Kraft basically. Yeah,
He tore his ACL.
yeah. So
That's
he's out
tough.
for the year. So that stinks.
He was on my fantasy team too. So
He was
that
on mine
sucked for
too.
me.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. So yeah, they lost their player who was leading the team in receiving yards, who happened to be a tight end. Because why would you throw it to your wide receivers? That's crazy. And then they also lost the Panthers on a last-second field goal.
Shout out to Bryce Young.
Again. And that's the second time this year they've lost on a last-second field goal to a very below-average team, honestly.
Who's the other team?
The Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, Joe Flacco.
And then besides those, they tied the Cowboys, obviously, and then
Goats.
they've won the rest of their games, which did include the Lions. And I honestly, as crazy as it sounds,
It's a tough win against Lions.
I think they'll beat the Eagles.
I hope so.
I think it'll probably happen.
Because one of the few teams that I hate more than the Packers is the Eagles. Yeah.
So I honestly think they'll beat them. They'll go off, and then probably the next week they'll play some crappy team. Be like, let's just not score again.
Play like Arizona.
Let's get everybody's hopes up that we're a great team, and then just lose. So that's how it is being a Packers fan right now, and still have, I think, the second best record in the NFC. So it's okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Cowboys suck too because we lost to Arizona on Monday Night Football. To Jacoby Brisket.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett is just, and he's now the starter for like the next 4 weeks minimum because
Yeah.
Kyler Murray's been so bad.
Well,
They're like, hey, we'll put you on the IR for 4 weeks. Let you think about it.
You see the head coach for them said that they were going to stick with Brissett even if he wasn't injured.
I didn't see that, but that's crazy.
And also they put Kyler Murray on IR the same week that Call of Duty Black Ops 7 releases.
Ooh, they're like, hey, he's got to lock in.
He's got to lock in.
I at this point, I saw something else that he needs to just give up his football dream and go back to the Oakland, Sacramento, future Las Vegas Athletics and start his baseball career back up after being a first-round pick in baseball.
Yeah, you don't have to study nearly as much for baseball
Like, come on.
as you do football.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, Kyler, like, it's just pretty clear he doesn't love football. He's like, yeah, football's cool.
I think
Making a lot of money at it.
I don't know for sure. This is all a guess. I feel like he likes baseball more. But then
Maybe.
it's like, I can be an NFL quarterback and will make way more money,
Be
way
the
quicker.
star, be the face of the league.
So like, sure. But I feel
Of a
like
team.
that's the case a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like there's always like baseball players who do a different sport. And I want to say more times than not, their true love is baseball. But then
Yeah.
they decide, like Tim Tebow, another
Timmy.
situation where his like,
Michael Jordan.
yeah, another situation where they're like
Another.
doing these other sports. Like, actually, I really like baseball more, but I'll be more successful in this other life.
Yeah, and it's not that they don't
And
like
also,
the sports.
I don't know, maybe a little bit Bo Jackson.
Maybe.
I'm not positive.
Yeah. Deion Sanders.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But then they make more money and get more of the stardom from the football side or basketball side or whatever. But then deep down, they're like, I want to play baseball.
It's not that they dislike the sports that they play. It's just that they like the other ones more.
Yeah.
And so the Cowboys lose to Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
And so that was good. So then they responded by going all in at the trade deadline. Not all in, but like they bought at the trade deadline. They got a defensive tackle.
They needed a defensive guy. They needed an impact defensive guy because they've never had one. But oh wait.
Well, listen, this is a little different. Quentin Williams is the guy we got from the Jets, but we gave up a first round pick in 2027, the favorable version of it. So either the Packers pick or the Cowboys pick, whichever one's better.
Yeah.
Which is asinine to me that we would even allow that in there. But because Quentin Williams is realistically worth like a second and a fourth, but we gave him a first and a second.
So do you not like the trade?
I lean towards I don't care for it. I think this trade would have been there in March in the offseason when we would have gotten there anyways. We're not gonna we're more than one move away from competing this year, so I don't think we should have done it.
Are in your division?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why you wanted to lose. Okay.
Well, yeah. And so I'm like,
are they the only team ahead of you?
The Eagles?
Eagles,
I
Cowboys,
think so.
Or the other two teams?
The Commies and the Giants.
And Commanders are trash, and then the Giants just can't catch a break.
Yeah. So I think the Cowboys are second in the East.
Yeah.
But they're 3-5-1.
Yeah. At least they won't lose this week. So
can't lose this week when you're on bye.
Yeah.
So Cowboys, we'll see what happens. I also broke my other league as far as fantasy football goes.
You're the worst. You keep breaking every single fantasy football league.
No, I didn't do anything wrong in this other league. So,
but you broke it.
In this other league, it's a keeper league, so you can keep one player from last year, and you can trade your future draft picks if you want to tank. And if your season's not going good, and you're like, okay, I want to build for next year, you can trade picks for next year, players for picks and stuff like that. And so I thought to myself, and this was over weeks, I traded a bunch of picks. I traded a first and a fourth for Bijan Robinson this year. I made some good trades beforehand. I hit on some picks this year, so I'm like, I got a pretty good team. And then I thought to myself, I could have a pretty good team every year and kind of maybe hope one day that I someday make it to the championship and win the championship.
Go all in.
Or go all in and have a really good chance to win. And I was like, and then just tank next year. Now I have no expectations other than make the best deals I can to build for the year after that to then go all in again.
So basically you're going to have on year, off year, on year, off year.
Instead of just having...
And you could always play it out. Maybe you get lucky one of those years and you decide to pivot.
Yeah.
But, not the worst.
That's what I thought about is I'm like, I could have... barely okay odds of winning the championship every year, or I could have very good odds to win it every other year. Yeah, let's go with that one. And there's no pressure next year other than to make good deals and build picks for the following year.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's do that. So then I made a trade where I got Jamar Chase and Jake Ferguson and AJ Brown for Quentin Johnston, Emeka Buka, and Josh Allen. But then they also got my fifth and my seventh. So I've traded my first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth round picks. So I will not have a pick until round 9 next year.
Wait, you're going all in this year?
Yes.
I thought I got that flipped up. That's
flipped up.
I got that flip flopped. I thought you were going tanking this year to flip flop next year.
I tanked last year.
So okay.
So this year is me reaping the rewards. I hit on some of those picks, and then now I've gone all in where Bijan's my running back, and then Derrick Henry, and then I have Jamar Chase.
Wait, so you don't have any picks next year?
I don't have a pick until round 9. Legit. And
so if you don't win this year, you're just like, well,
yeah,
that stinks.
Well, I'm definitely top 3 for sure.
Are people giving you crap in the chat?
That's what happened. Is the commissioner goes, Dane, before I approve this trade, are you sticking around next year because you can't leave your team this decimated for somebody else? I was like, no, I wouldn't do that to people, like in a real way for money and stuff like that. And so I was like, no, I got to reap what I sow. So next year, I'll gonna deal with it. I'll give you the money for the league and it'll be great. I was like, but
because if you win this year, that easily pays for multiple years, right?
Yeah, I'll win either $200 or $250, and it's a $40 buy-in.
How many teams?
12.
Okay.
So whatever that adds up to. So
you better win this year.
That's
what
what
happens
saying.
if you get second? Do you get money?
I think so, but I don't know how much it is.
Okay. Well, even if you get second, that maybe could pay for next year.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, let's go all in, give myself a very good shot. And he's like, Dane, are you coming back next year? Yeah. And he goes, all right, I want to submit a rule for next year for a vote. You can't trade consecutive draft picks in the next year. You can't trade your first and second. You have to trade your first, your third, your fifth, etc.
That seems kind of weird.
I was like, that's dumb. You're only saying that because I made my team into a super team. Because
he's like, well, now I'm not going to win this year.
Right.
I feel like that. And also, He should be able to make that. Everybody should be like,
Yes.
should you do this or not?
Everybody has the same. Isn't
this also the commissioner who did something really sketchy like last year?
No, that was a different commissioner.
Okay.
No, this commissioner, he's not making the rule. He's like saying, hey, we should bring this up for a vote at the beginning of next year.
And you should also consider adding 50 points for safety.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Like Jack did.
No, so
Yeah.
my beef was everybody has this opportunity to do this. I just thought about it and I said, yeah, let's go buy a championship like the Dodgers. And so I have Puka, CeeDee Lamb, who else? Jamar Chase, and I have another really good receiver, and then tight ends and blah, blah, blah. So that's really good.
Okay, we've officially thrown the script out the window. It's time for the main segment. And honestly, who knows where this is going? We don't. You don't.
God does.
But he's not telling. Welcome back to the main segment this week, and we are bringing back Mad Libs once again. Yes, we have AI ready for us to go knock out some words here. There's going to be a crazy Mad Lib, hopefully. I mean, it could be bad.
Get mad with Mad Libs.
Yeah, we'll just kind of knock this out. We have 16 different words. Dane will give me his answers. We'll read it off, maybe with some background music, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it's a good time for everybody. Dane.
Yes.
Name a adjective. It can be weird if you want it to be.
An adjective.
A weird adjective.
A weird adjective.
And it defines a noun. Just so you know.
Pooping.
Not an adjective.
Okay. Explosively. I need to look up the wheel again.
So a noun. So I'm like a person is a noun. So
you're a noun.
He's an explosively person. That's not how that works.
Suave.
A suave male. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. He's suave.
Suave.
Or do you want? Okay. You're so bad at this.
I
don't
How
know
do you spell
how to-
adjectives? Adjectives.
Yeah.
Nouns.
Yeah. Okay.
Pronouns.
So now, as you're typing those in, we need a plural noun.
Plural.
Just tell me a plural noun.
Noun. Boom. What I didn't spell that right either.
A plural noun.
Hold on, chat almost is ready.
I don't want their responses. I want your responses.
No, I just need a list.
No, that's not as funny. Just give me a plural noun.
Plural noun. Flock of geese.
I think it would just be geese.
Geese.
Okay, geese.
Sorry, chat's not working.
Number.
6, 7.
Adjective again. Defines a noun.
Defines a noun. Flaming.
He's a flaming man. I mean, I guess I'm just using man as an example for a noun.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I could. I guess that would probably
we forgot
work.
music.
Huh?
We forgot music.
No, when I read off all the stories, we'll do music. Okay.
ChatGPT sucks.
Yeah. Adjective.
Adjectives.
Again, defines noun. Do you want to do flaming? I don't know if that really works.
No, I want to do Victorian.
That works.
Nice.
A celebrity, A-list preferably.
A-list celebrity? Oh man. I'm thinking. Roger Goodell.
I don't think he's an A-list celebrity.
He should be because he should be in prison.
That's not how that works. Another celebrity, preferably like a chaotic one.
Ooh. Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, that's good. Gordon Ramsay. A article of clothing, plural.
Ooh, plural clothing. Toe shoes.
Toe shoes. Got it. A verb ending in ing.
Stabbing.
I was thinking sleeping, but stabbing works. A type of food.
Thai food.
Thai food.
No, Rocky Mountain oysters. That one. If you're at home.
You don't need to know. Yeah, you know. If you know, you know. Number 10, we need a adjective. And I don't know if you want to do this, but it says a suggestive adjective. Suave. What do you think? Spicy?
I was going to say spicy.
Really? Is spicy man?
Spicy.
That works. Okay, we need a liquid.
Ooh.
Come on.
Goat milk.
Goat milk. Okay, we need a plural noun. We're almost done with these.
Hedgehogs.
Hedgehogs. Got 4 more of these. Type of animal.
Sugar glider.
I don't think that's a type of animal.
I mean, it's an
I think
animal.
that is an animal, a type of animal.
Type of animal. Okay.
Like birds,
Velociraptor.
dogs. That would be dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Okay. Except a type of animal. I'll go dinosaur and see what happens. Noun.
George Bush.
That's a person. Go a noun. Go a noun.
That is a noun.
No, because before it asks for a celebrity and like it specifically says a person, I need a noun. Not necessarily a person.
Not necessarily a person. Okay. Noun. World Trade Center.
I don't. That's a plural noun, or that's a
place.
I don't do a different one.
Fine.
Let's do a different one. This is already going to be bad. I can already sense
The
it.
cave that Osama bin Laden was in.
The cave that Osama bin Laden was in. That's so dumb. An emotion.
Stabby.
Stabby's not an emotion.
Yes, it is.
I feel stabby.
You can feel stabby.
This is going downhill fast. And then a verb to end it.
Let's go with gyrating. No, exploding.
Exploding. He was. That's not a verb.
You can exploding something.
He was exploding. Was is the verb there.
Okay.
Exploding isn't the verb.
He was.
Come on.
He was. Spontaneously combusting.
Spontaneously combusting is not a verb because you keep saying he was is the verb.
He was
spontaneously. That's adverbs.
Was is not a verb.
Yes, it is. He is sleeping. Is the verb. Just think of a verb.
I am.
Like he runs.
No.
He sings. He dances. He
Admonish.
He admonish is. Admonish or
Admonishes.
Admonishes. That's me so dumb. I'll get music. What kind of music would you like?
I'm feeling Italian today.
We're going Italian again for all this. This is Italian to you?
Yes, this is Italian. Wait, how about deep Southern?
Oh my word.
I want the deep South.
Deep Southern. That's not something. I could go country.
No, deep country.
Deep country. I don't know if they have. Okay. I don't think any of these are all like calm. I got to go country. I got to go country and just see what happens. Country. Country funk. Here, I'll start playing some. Or.
No. This one.
Okay.
But do it in a very Southern accent.
Okay. That's not Southern. I can't do it.
Okay, y'all. Here we go.
Oh, so
we're gonna
this
read
is
ourselves the Mad Libs.
This is Mad Lib, and this is specifically a letter to the HOA. Okay.
Yeah, you hear that, HOA? We're coming for
Here
you.
we go. Okay. To the suave HOA board and your useless geese. I'm 100% certain that I'm trying to sing. I'm 100% certain that the tenant in Unit 67 is starting a Victorian cult.
Ooh.
I know this because every night I hear them chanting. They aren't praying to God. They are praying to Roger Goodell. And for some reason, Gordon Ramsay. Last night, I looked out my window and saw their initiation ceremony in the community garden. They were all wearing nothing but toe shoes and were stabbing Rocky Mountain oysters in a very spicy way. And the smell, whew, the whole hallway reeks of goat milk and hedgehogs. They keep leaving a dinosaur on my doormat as an offering. This is a cave that Osama bin Laden was in, and I'm feeling very stabbed and I can't focus at work. If you do not admonish these freaks out of the building, I will. This is your final warning. Signed, Dane Biesmeyer. That could be good.
He said he prayed to Roger Goodell.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And for some reason, Gordon Ramsay.
And for some reason, Gordon Ramsay. That was Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's got me feeling very stabby at work, and I can't focus.
They were all wearing nothing but toe shoes and were stabbing Rocky Mountain oysters in a very spicy way.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because you gave these things.
Another one.
Enough. Do you want a topic?
I
Give
want
me a similar wild Mad Lib regarding what's the topic?
regarding current events.
Regarding current events with 10 words that I can enter now. Here we go. I don't think this will be as good. I think we got it really good the first time. Okay, it's developing a new concept, drafting framework, crafting the structure, designing the word request. This is going to be weird. Okay, so a world leader or politician.
I need one right now?
Yeah, that's what you wanted to do.
Barack Obama.
Are you sure? Okay. Adjective. Weird. Weird adjective.
Oh, I have a list of that. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Adjectives.
Yes.
Here we go. How about kaleidoscopic?
Kaleidoscopic.
Actually, I changed my mind. Ghostly glowing.
No, I already typed it in. A celebrity.
Nancy Pelosi.
We already went the politician. Go a different celebrity. Like non-politician celebrity.
Non-politician celebrity. Michael Fuller.
That's both of those. Are you sure you want to do Michael Fuller there?
No. Let's do
celebrity. Come on.
Celebrity.
Name
Okay.
a celebrity. Name one. Name a celebrity.
Brittany Mahomes.
Actually, kind of works. Okay, next one. We need a type of food.
Ooh. Not Rocky Mountain oysters again.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do squid.
Squid. Okay. 4 squid. 5. We need a verb ending in ing.
Verb. Exploding.
That's like whenever I say ing, you're like exploding. Explode. That's the only word you can think of.
Fine. You want me to do a different
No,
one?
it works.
Stabbing.
Body part. That's another one. Use those too. Over and over and over. Body part. This is why we only do these like 1 or 2 times because you can't think of any other words. Body part.
Calluses on your toes.
Calluses on your toes. A plural noun.
Plural noun. Cats in the barn.
What's that noise?
I don't know. Could have been me. Could have been me. You could have been a ghost.
Cats in the barn again is wild. It really should just be cats. A liquid.
Ooh.
Again.
Warm urine.
Are you sure? I feel like you should change it. Please change it.
Fine. Boiling ranch.
That's better. There we go. Go boiling ranch. Verb, past tense.
Peeing. Peed.
What's your deal? Like that's all you can think of. Like you're such a boy. Like what are you doing?
Fine. Hijacked.
Okay, I like hijacked. And then finally, I don't know what this means. A seedy place, like Seedy. I don't know what that means.
Seedy. Okay, I'll just give you a place then.
Yeah.
Under the sea.
Under the sea. Okay, this might be weird again.
No, you need music.
I know. I'm getting to the music.
Italian music, please.
YouTube studio. We're going Italian.
Fine. How about Russian music?
I don't know how to do Russian accent.
Can you do Rasputin?
No.
But no words?
I can't do it.
Do Rasputin.
I can't do Rasputin.
Fine.
I can
do
go
Himalayan music.
I don't think it's going to give me anything for Himalayan. Himalayan atmosphere. This is all it gives
Perfect.
me. Should I do this?
Yeah.
This is to be dumb.
Whoa.
Oh. So it says this is a spectacular or no, this is the hot mic transcript.
This is the hot mic.
Okay.
Transcript.
Sound of rustling paper. Do you have paper really quick? I mean, no. Don't get... Okay. Barack Obama, look, I'm just going to say it. Things are getting kaleidoscopic out here, I told Brittany Mahomes. That they don't stop bringing squid to the meetings, I'm going to start exploding. Muffled voice. I don't care. I'm tired of it. This is Obama again. My calluses on your toes hurts. The cats in the barn are loose, and the only thing that helps is a hot glass of boiling ranch. Back to him. That's right. I hijacked the entire plan. We're moving the whole operation to under the sea. Now, is this mic on? Hello? Yeah, that was done. That was it.
Oh, that was it?
That was it. It was short.
When you said,
Yeah.
That's it. The operation's compromised. We need a glass of hot ranch.
Boiling ranch.
Boiling ranch. And the cats are out of the barn.
Yeah. I think we keep this music going
into
for
our next segment.
Dane's Manifesto.
Welcome back to Dane's Manifesto, where I'm feeling very obnoxious today. And mammothy. And bewildered. And agreeable. And flabby. And glamorous.
What's your manifesto this week, Dane?
This is my... those are my words about adjectives right there.
Fun fact, this actually isn't music from YouTube Studio. It's actually Jack from Florida, Jokes with Jack. He came in and he's hitting
He's
his
playing
drums.
it right now?
Yes.
He's playing the congos?
Yes.
This past week, Dane ran in a marathon, and so he wants to talk to you about what he did in the marathon. So, there I was, running said marathon. It was much to this sound of music, and everybody thought to themselves, this man can't possibly end or race this marathon. In fact, he saw one bystander. Her name was Rebecca Sin. You know what she did? She looked at Dane and said, eyes up, keep moving forward. You know what you're here for. She did say that. And so, Dane at mile 11, once everybody splits off from the half marathon, he now pulls out his AirPods, puts them in his ears, and he listens to music. But then he thinks, oh, he should place a phone call. He calls his father first, and we talk for 20 minutes. And then he calls Lindsay Reed. And she says, what are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. That's exactly what she sounded like.
It did sound like her.
And then there was a screaming child in the background. Apparently, he's not... Apparently, he's not getting enough attention at home and likes or wants more chicken. Is he being fed? Maybe. So, Dane continues running the marathon. He then drinks pickle juice. It's disgusting. And then he finishes with a time of 3:39:57. He PRs by like 18 minutes. And everybody thinks to themselves, is this the end from Dane? No, this can never be the end. Because I will be avenged. I will own the marathon if it's the last thing I do.
And that
was
Dane's
part 89 of Dane's marathoning
Marathon Manifesto. Okay, we just click. Oh,
they were both blue, so I got confused.
Yeah.
Sam's little known facts, out of the box and off the tracks. Oddball genius that knows about tax. Sam's little known facts, and he never listens to Jack.
Welcome back to Samuel's Little Known Facts, part 35. Number one, little known fact is the Arizona Cardinals are 3-10 all time playing on Monday Night Football in their history. Would you like to guess which teams they beat in those 3 wins?
Nobody. They didn't beat anybody.
Yep, they did not beat anybody because they beat the Cowboys in all 3 of those wins.
That's crazy.
That was from Jack.
Unreal.
The next 4 little known facts are inspired by Dane. I asked him, hey, what do you want these little known facts to be about? And he's like, constipation. And I'm like,
you wanted it to be about constipation too.
No, you said it.
You said you want it.
Okay. Well, you were stuck on constipation. Go figure. So the first little known fact about constipation is the word constipation. The word constipation is very literal, but in a polite Latin way. It comes from the word constipere, which means to press or crowd together. The next one is some people experience a feeling of lightheadedness or euphoria after a particularly large bowel movement. This is a real phenomenon, sometimes called poopphoria.
Whoa.
Thought to be related to stimulating the vagus nerve, which can lower your heart rate and blood pressure, giving you a momentary high.
Ew.
Next one is in 1992, a man in the U.S. filed a lawsuit against a fast food chain for $10,000. He claimed their broccoli and cheese baked potato was so delicious that he ate it for 4 days straight, leading to grievous constipation and extreme mental anguish.
I could see that. Did he win?
I don't know. You have to look that up online and see. And then finally, sloths are so slow that they only descend from their trees about once a week for a bowel movement. This risky, slow motion journey to the forest floor is when over half of all sloth deaths occur due to predators.
That's true.
They can lose up to a third of their body weight in a single poo dance,
Ew.
making constipation for a sloth not just an inconvenience, but a life-threatening delay of a life-threatening event.
Hear that? We could die.
And that is Samuel's little known facts, part 35.
Part 35.
Yeah.
Which is also Samuel's age.
And now, it's time for Jokes with Jack.
I went to a beekeeper to buy 12 bees. He counted and gave me 13. I said, "Sir, I only needed 12. He said, "Yeah, I know. That other one's a freebie."
Oh!
Boo! And now, it's time for...
So, Jack's jokes suck.
Shout out
Honestly,
to Daniel Reed making his appearance every week.
yeah. Whenever he was saying the bees, I thought he was going to make a different punchline. And I'm proud of Jack for not making the other punchline regarding bees.
The bee's knees.
Yep. That's the one I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. But we also have a voice memo this week. Ooh, Dane, I kind of like this beat. Do you have any songs you can sing for me?
Uh-huh. Yo. You hit record, we hit regret. The voice memos, the wildest yet. Hot takes, weird thoughts, midnight dreams. The one guy still chasing his dreams. Mumbled nonsense, emotional flair. We play it back like we just don't care. Voice memo.
This voice memo was sent from Ryan Rockwell on Tuesday morning at 6:56 a.m.
Too early.
Last thing, because I forgot. Yes, you're also correct, Sam. I am related to Norman Rockwell. Fun fact.
What?
Nice.
I don't know if he's telling the truth, but we'll believe him.
So what we're hearing is
Ryan,
that,
we need more.
that
Give us
Ryan is famous and he's the heir to the fortune.
all the fortunes, all the paintings. Please tell us more because you can't
Buy a shirt.
do that. Well, he's still trying to win a shirt, but
true.
do that. But also give us more details. Give us a longer voice memo.
Yeah.
Talk for like 25 seconds.
Tell us if JD Rockefeller's your dad.
Yeah. Or your mom. We don't know. And now we have some Spotify responses from past weeks, one of which was from Elizabeth Virgil on the Florida Man or Fiction episode with Jack Holmgren. She put, really enjoyed Jack being on the pod. Also, I was going to be low-key upset if that Bronco comeback didn't make the Sports Talk segment. It was crazy exciting as a fan.
Oh, yeah.
And then from
It's the Giants.
Yeah. And then from last week's episode, Alvaro jumped in there and he put, I'm out here in the D.C. area. I'll see if we can get Donald to listen to this episode.
Uh-oh.
Yep. And then we have one from Jack. He put, Dane is a tall, skinny girl, in quotations. Everyone comment that. Then he put, Dane clearly won the draft. His rant about PTO was hilarious. ChatGPT saying to Dane that it wants to get to know Dane on a personal level just proves that some of Dane's operations are successful.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
They always fail.
Rebecca put, a few thoughts. Just kidding. Sadie Hawkins' Dance by Reliant K is a banger. And that's it. She just said one.
I never heard it.
It's good. You still should listen. We've
You
mentioned
don't
it
know
2
that.
weeks in a row. And then finally, Allie Hoopy put, I'm actually Team Dane on not celebrating Christmas yet. My mom already put up the tree this week, and I'm not having it. Samuel, I was also playing the McDonald's Monopoly, and I was so convinced I was winning the motorhome. Turns out I think the expiration for the McDonald's game ended, and I am without said motorhome.
Unreal.
And then finally, she put in quotations, Thanksgiver by Crowder is a phenomenal Thanksgiving/Christmas song.
You got to thank the giver.
Yes, that could be it. I don't know if I've heard the song, but maybe we'll check it out.
Maybe.
Then we also had the poll. Yes, the poll from
Let's
episode
go.
149, and it said, who had the best parts of November draft? And with 55.6% of the vote, Dane has won this week.
Yes.
Yes.
Did I take Veterans Day? Wait, I have it.
I mean, I guess you could just look really quick.
Best parts of November. Cold weather's finally here. Dane's chili's in high demand. Cowboys have not been mathematically eliminated. Deer hunting. Marathons upon us. Thanksgiving, time off work, and expanded closet.
Mm-hmm. And that leads us to our sponsors of the week. Number one sponsor of the week, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Dane, take it away.
Man, big ups, Jesus. Wow. Welcome back to Jesus's main segment here, where Jesus is the one who inspired all of the scriptures in the Bible. And so I'm working on another one for future weeks that's a little more controversial. So I want to be sure before I say something about it. Whenever sure in the sense of like I want to research it and see what other people's opinions are in it and things like that. But I also have been talking with my core group, which is me and some two college boys who they're on college leadership, and part of being on college leadership is they're required to meet with somebody older and wiser to disciple them for the entire school year. Mm-hmm. And I am that person that's older, and I don't know about wiser, but I am older. And so,
I mean, if you get one of the two, that's better than nothing.
Hey, 50% is pretty good.
Yeah.
So they're getting at least one of the two. And so I told them we've been talking about getting in the Word more and how they can best do that. And I finally was like, listen, guys, how about this? How about we read Romans together? There's 8 weeks until the end of the semester at the time when we started this. And I was like, so that'll be, I think there's 16 chapters in Romans. So I was like, let's read 2 chapters of Romans every week. It's also great because they're going through Romans 8 at the college ministry for the next 4 weeks together. So I was like, let's read it together. So I think tonight I will be through the first 2 chapters after I get done reading it. So I picked out one of the parts here, and it's Romans 1:16 through 17 here. It says, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel, for it is the power of God for salvation to everyone who believes, to Jew first and also to the Greek. For in it the righteousness of God is revealed from faith for faith, as it is written, the righteous shall live by faith." So kind of that first part, I'm not ashamed of the gospel. So like I start to think about a few things, especially as like situations come up this week where it's like, have you ever had a time in life where you've been embarrassed to bring up your like Christian values around others? Like everybody's having a partying, having a good time, and you don't want to be the Debbie Downer and say, hey guys, like I don't want to participate in this, or I don't want to gossip, or I don't want to do these different things. And you're like, okay, well, you know, I'll just kind of keep it to myself. Maybe I won't even participate in it and it'll be okay. Well, the Bible is talking about here not being ashamed of the gospel. So it also, in a different part of the Bible, I can't remember the address right now, but it talks about how you should have a defense for everyone who tries to argue against the reason that you have to believe. So you should be prepared for that argument. And so, likewise, though, you cannot be ashamed of what God has called you to. And so what he's called you to is to share the gospel with everybody. And so whenever you're sitting there in that situation, you don't have to say, hey, guys, you need to stop this right now. You can say like, hey, I know you guys aren't believers, and so I don't expect you to act like believers, but let me tell you what it means, like what is Christianity all about? And then you share the gospel, how Jesus died on the cross for our sins. That's what it's all about. And then you expand upon that. Now the harder conversation comes, I've always said this, it's not easy, but it's easier to have a conversation with somebody when they're like, hey, I'm not a believer. I don't believe in Jesus. That's dumb. And I'm like, great. At least you have a firm stance and you know, and let's talk about that. The harder conversation is when somebody says, yes, I'm definitely a believer, when their life, they're clearly living in sin. They're clearly not following God. They clearly don't want to love God. They like the things of God. They don't want to worship God and call him Savior. And they like to have the benefits here. I want fire insurance on this burning house that the world is. The world, all these people are, picking their choice here. They're picking, like, are they going to spend eternity with God? They're going to spend eternity separated from God. And that's another problem here in American culture nowadays, that we want this lovey-dovey Christianity where Jesus is love. Jesus, loves you, and, he needs you. He has to have you. And the thing is, that's not what Jesus talks about in the scriptures at all. He is love, but he is holy above that, and which means he cannot be in relationship with anything that is not holy. And so people who aren't following following him and have not trusted in the sacrificial lamb, which is Jesus and his blood as payment for our sins, then there must be a just right payment for the sin. And so either you trust in Jesus as paying for it, or you will pay for it for all of eternity. So, like, God cannot be love if there is no justice here. And so, when we talk about not being ashamed of the gospel, that's when you can have these conversations with people who don't believe and say, hey, here's why I think you should believe. Then you can have conversations with people who think they believe but aren't believing and say, hey, listen, there's these different areas in your life. Like, you call yourself a believer. I don't think you are. And side point here, like, people say, isn't that judgmental? First off, we're called to judge people who claim to be believers. Like, if you are a believer, we're called to rebuke you is what it's called. And so if you claim to be a believer, then yes, I'm called to judge you. So
shut up.
Those things. Jesus.
Number 2, sponsors of the week: Jake, Trust and Art, Pretty Ricky, and Reverend Banks.
Reverend.
You're going to the concert tomorrow with Pretty Ricky.
With Pretty Ricky.
Reverend's not invited.
The Reverend's not invited.
And then
his
Jake,
bedtime is 7.
Trust and Art's still just running that.
I'll see Jake tomorrow morning, probably.
Yeah. Buy his art. He still makes it, so buy it. And then finally, our number 3 sponsor of the week is actually the rapper KB. And the reason for that is he just released a new song called Campaign.
Wow.
Kind of fire. It has like a Uncle Sam type hat on the cover of the single on Spotify.
Yeah.
So if you want to get hyped up a little bit, just click it. See how you feel.
Wearing a cowboy praise.
Not how that will go.
It starts raining in Oklahoma.
Keep singing as I say the last announcements. Or not. Reach out if you want to make clips for us or buy a $30 shirt shipped to you. Or if you're in town, you can get it cheaper. Or if you want more than one, you can get it cheaper. Or if you just want one in general, let us know and we'll get something worked out. Also use the code Friday. No, I was getting ahead of myself.
Samuel 144.
Samuel 14434. Use that at FridayPickleball.com if you want to buy 2 Friday Pickleball paddles and get $5 off your order. Also, Dane's Ministries support link is in the bio. Please help him out because we'll only get to say this for like another 8 months or 9 months, and then he'll have a full-time job most likely.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Unless they get fired.
Also, keep telling your friends if you enjoy the podcast. Please tell your friends if you enjoy the podcast, and then be like, hey, you should listen to the podcast as well because you will enjoy it. Also, leave us 5 stars everywhere that you find your podcast, which really is just Spotify or Apple. Follow us there as well, and also on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Leave those voice memos like Ryan Rockwell and Jack did today. And yeah, just thank you again for listening to episode 150 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Do you like joy? Do you like laughter? Listen to the Until Next Week podcast.